Welcome to Female Fluence. We are a place of woman empowering women. This is a safe environment where females are not judged nor afraid to flourish. My goal is to help you live an energized life of balance, whether as a mom, a wife, or in your profession. It is time to have self-worth and self-compassion. Live in the present moment and surround yourself with only healthy connections. So join me, Mashour, a woman empowerment life coach, an educator, and a mother of three, to help take you on a journey of true identity and inspiration. As a mom of three and making that difficult decision to quit my job 17 years ago and become a full-time mom, I have experienced quite a lot of negative energy from people regarding this decision. At the same time, I know there's a lot of judgment towards moms who decide to go back to work and flourish in their career and can be regarded by many as quitting motherhood. I wanted to explore this topic and discuss the ongoing scrutiny of homemakers versus working moms and vice versa. And that is our topic for today. We know that moms who work make great role models by instilling self-confidence and ability to set goals, especially of raising daughters. They break the traditional myths that place women as homemakers. There are certain skills that children end up picking from their working mothers. These kids are known to have greater independence at an earlier age, as well as confidence and social skills since they interact with different adults by either going to daycare or having a nanny. These children are also better multitaskers since they have to take on more responsibilities with having a mom who's working by helping with meals or babysitting siblings. In 2018, a study found that daughters of employed mothers chose a career path more than stay-at-home moms. We all have that image of that professional mom who looks great with the perks of work lunches and coffee breaks, making phone calls in peace and adult interaction, right? But what happens at 5 p.m. when she starts driving home in horrible traffic, completely exhausted? She's wondering what to make for dinner. Or if she had a horrible day at work, but now she has to shift gears and give 100% to her children that she hasn't seen all day, and she does not have a moment to relax and reshift her gear. What happens if she can't afford full-time help and arrives to a home with dirty dishes in the sink, piles of laundry, as well as screaming children? This is the image of working moms that we seem to forget. In fact, working moms have a battle of making their careers to take priority since all other household tasks still fall on them. This makes it even more of a challenge, with dual earner couples being on the rise. According to Pew Research, 63% of couples with children in the United States both work. Both partners are highly educated, work full-time in demanding professional jobs where work is their top priority. Professor Jennifer Petriglieri research finds that dual career couples need to be a couple that works, or else the marriage will not work. Working moms are not okay. They are at a breaking point. As much as they strive for their husbands to do 50% of the work to help, in reality, usually this is not the case. Survey of Harvard Business School alumni found that most women accept to be in an egalitarian marriages, but majority men expect their careers to take priority. If wives negotiate to initiate that their career is also a priority, this can result in a backlash, where they instead receive less emotional support from their spouse. According to Harvard Business Law Review studies of 2022, it documents that when a wife out-earns her husband does not necessarily respect her career, and she's more likely to become the victim of physical aggression. Then in addition, there's the judgment to deal with. How can you not stay at home with your precious children? I have to admit that I too, at a certain time, was one of those people that might at times judge moms who chose to work instead of staying at home. Perhaps it was partially part of my resentment. I wanted to work and I missed my job. I felt like I was losing myself. I needed adult interaction, wanted to get out of the house, miss my profession, and admire those who could actually leave their kids. I hated feeling torn because if I went back to work, then I would be jealous and envious of who was taking care of my children. Plus, I knew I was the type of person who liked to manage my own household and couldn't handle someone else cooking and caring for my children. So I guess I wanted the best of both worlds, and I couldn't, so I would judge, which wasn't the right thing to do. Over time, Joe, I've come to understand that the stereotypes surrounding children of stay-at-home parents, such as the notion that they are better behaved or more educated, is unfounded. The outcome is determined by various factors, including the environment, the amount of times parents invest in their children, and the children themselves. Every child is different. You can actually be a very lousy stay-at-home mom or the most amazing mom with a full-time career. Unfortunately, the mommy police is still out there and usually won't judge you if you have to work and you hate it, but you will get judged if you love your work and you choose to work and you don't need to. Do the fathers ever get judged for working? No, I don't think so. We can't underestimate the challenges that also stay-at-home moms face on a daily basis either. According to a new survey, over 1,500 parents commissioned by Aveeno Baby admitted that they believe staying at home is harder than going to the office. 22% admitted they were never able to finish a cup of coffee. 33% said they ate one-handed, and 38% said going to the bathroom in peace was a thing in the past. I came across a blog by a mom who was attacked by her choice to stay at home because she had a degree from Harvard. Someone had commented the following on her blog: "You are contributing to a culture which values a woman's ability to sort laundry rather than having an enriching career with the education that you pursued." It's interesting, however, because even if this woman was working full-time, she would still probably come home to do the laundry, right? Since the laundry wouldn't do itself. According to an article called A Feminist Housewife by Lisa Miller, American women are better educated than they have ever been. And some are even more educated now than men, but they disagree with women who still ultimately make the choice to stay at home, and they often view them as wasting the efforts of hard work by previous generations for female rights. Some females believe that they prefer to achieve what they can at home where children need them more. We want our children to be able to do anything they want and achieve their dreams, but be able to walk away from that career at the drop of a hat if they choose. That's the freedom we are teaching our children. These are the rights of a woman. Even today, I push my daughters who are 18 and 16 to pursue an incredible education and get the career they want. Yes, obviously, one day they want to be mothers sometime in their future, but as long as they have these choices, then they are better people and better mothers. Only a woman or a man who stays at home with children knows that stay-at-home parents are much more than housekeepers. Many women who go to work admit that it's a relief to hand off a screaming child to someone else to deal with as they rush out of the house. Perhaps we women are finally reaching a point where we can have it all. But respect that the term all means different things to each of us. We can understand that until we have walked a mile in another woman's shoes, it's not our place to pass judgment. We can be grateful for the pioneers who came before us, allowing the woman to choose their own path. As a stay-at-home mom, the questions that we dread at every event: what do you do all day? What do you do for a living? The commentary afterwards: it must be nice not to have to go to work. The shaming of stay-at-home moms needs to be stopped. Being at home can be difficult physically and mentally. When the children are especially young, these moms are on call 24/7 without a break and ensure that the entire household stays in order. Society tends to judge because it believes that they are just lazy moms who do nothing all day. According to C.S. Lewis, the homemaker has the ultimate career. All other careers exist for one purpose only, that is to support the ultimate career. Let that quote sink for a moment. Stay-at-home moms are molding the hearts and minds of these little individuals that will be the future generation. Just think about that. Be proud of the time and effort into raising your children. It will not make you a lesser woman nor a feminist adversary because you decided to make being at home a priority. Just like the working mom juggling her work and life balance, she will not be an inferior mom. Personally, for me, as much as I miss my past career, I have no regrets in raising my 3 children. I put 100% into this motherhood journey and had a blast. I feel like my children cherish all our mommy and me dates, Disneyland, and park events. They tell me that some of their best memories is spending time with me as they were growing up. Children grow up fast, and before we know it, the stage disappears right before our eyes. At the same time, I will not lie and say it has not been easy. There were many exhausted nights where I honestly felt invisible, unappreciated, and very overworked. If you are waiting for your children to come and thank you for staying at home with them, it's not going to happen, at least not until they have their own children. If anything, as they become teenagers, they will make wise remarks like, "What do you do all day, Mom? How come you didn't pick up the dress I needed? Or can you drop off Chick-fil-A for lunch at school since you have nothing to do? It is at that point, as much as it might hurt you, you have to learn to make decisions for you. If you decided to stay home, you did it for you, not because of them. That was your decision. You wanted that time with your children, and now as your children grow older, you can move on to another journey for yourself. The time will come when they're gone, and you need to finally make time for you. On the opposite end, if you choose to work and succeed in your career, and all the power to you, since that's crazy active juggling work. You love your work and you want it to even make a greater life for your family, and that is admirable, and your children will look up to you for that. In the end, I feel that we need to learn to be confident in whatever decision we make as moms and feel no resentment nor mother's guilt. On one side, some believe they can achieve more now by being at home where their children need them the most. It's the freedom to choose. This is the moment that we need to support one another and stop shaming the stay-at-home mom or the working mom. We need to stop the judgment, ladies. As mothers, we need to be confident in whatever decision that we make. Unfortunately, people will find something wrong with whatever you do if they are that kind of people. As empowered women that we are, we need to handle this criticism with confidence and know that staying at home or working is what is best for our family. So then let's be it. Different parents will make different decisions. Trust your intuition. Thank you everyone for tuning in today to Female Fluence. Together we can influence and motivate other mind-like females. Your job is to feel alive, be in control, and always be true to your own self. Please don't forget to subscribe so you can continue feeling inspired. All the links and notes from this episode will be posted on my website, femalefluence.com. Don't forget to also follow me at Female Fluence on both Instagram and Facebook. Lastly, if you are in need of a woman empowerment life coach to help you identify the barriers that keep you from living the life you seek, please send an email to info@femalefluence.org. Remember, my friends, don't just exist, but live your life to the fullest. I'm your host, Mashour. Until we talk next time.